Learn English through stories with shadowing and conversation. One day, poor Mrs. Somers unexpectedly got $15. It was a huge amount of money for her. For years, she had forgotten about her own needs, living only to keep her family fed and clothed. For 2 days, she dreamed about how to spend the money. She planned it carefully. She would buy new shoes for Janie, material for the boys' shirts, and a new gown for the baby. The thought of her children looking nice made her feel very proud. The next day, she went shopping. She was tired, hungry, and weak from walking. To rest, she sat down at a counter in a large department store. As she rested her hands, she touched something incredibly soft. It was a pile of silk stockings on sale. They felt like satin, smooth and luxurious. Looking at her own rough hands, a sudden desire took over her. She forgot all about her children's shoes and her budget. She looked at the clerk and bought a pair of black silk stockings. Mrs. Somers went straight to the fitting room. She took off her old cotton stockings and put on the silk ones. The feeling was amazing. After that, she decided to live just for herself for one afternoon. New boots. She bought a pair of expensive polished leather boots that fit perfectly. Fancy lunch. She entered a high-class restaurant, ordered oysters, chicken salad, a glass of white wine, and a dessert while reading a magazine. The theatre. She bought a ticket and sat in the balcony, laughing and crying with the play. For a few hours, she escaped her difficult life and felt like a lady of wealth. But the play ended, and the magic vanished. With her money completely gone, Mrs. Somers boarded the crowded cable car to go home. A man opposite her saw only a quiet, plain woman looking out the window. He could not see into her heart. He did not know that she had only one quiet, painful wish, that the cable car would never stop and would keep going on forever. Now let's do some shadowing together. Listen carefully and repeat each sentence naturally with me. She carefully planned to buy new clothes and shoes for her children with the money. She carefully planned to buy new clothes and shoes for her children with the money. While resting in a large department store, she touched a pair of soft black silk stockings. While resting in a large department store, she touched a pair of soft black silk stockings. The smooth silk felt so wonderful that she could not stop thinking about it. The smooth silk felt so wonderful that she could not stop thinking about it. She bought beautiful leather boots, enjoyed a delicious lunch, and felt happier than she had in years. She bought beautiful leather boots, enjoyed a delicious lunch, and felt happier than she had in years. When everything was over, she quietly boarded a crowded cable car to return home. When everything was over, she quietly boarded a crowded cable car to return home. Now, let's listen to Olivia and Harry talk about the story and some of the key words from it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to English Natively, the place where we learn English through great stories and real conversations. I'm Olivia, and I'm so happy to be here today with my co-host Harry. How are you doing today, Harry?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking, Olivia. I'm still a bit moved by the story Margaret just read for us. A pair of silk stockings is one of those stories that just stays with you, isn't it?
It really does. For those of you who just joined us, that was a wonderful short story by the famous American author Kate Chopin. She was a brilliant writer from the late 19th century, and she was famous for being one of the first authors to truly explore the inner thoughts and secret dreams of women.
Exactly. And the reason this story is so famous and has lasted for so long is because it's not really about stockings at all. It's about that quiet, universal human feeling of wanting to be yourself for just one day. We all have those moments, right? Where we want to escape our responsibilities and just be happy.
You hit the nail on the head, Harry. Many critics say that's why Kate Chopin is still so loved today. She writes about the real us, not the perfect versions of us that we show the world. This story is a perfect example of that.
Absolutely. But before we get too deep into the philosophy, let's talk about the vocabulary. We promised our listeners we'd break down 4 specific words from the story. Olivia, do you want to start with the first one?
I'd love to. The first word is pile. In the story, Mrs. Summers saw a pile of silk stockings on the counter. A pile is a simple word, but it's very visual. It means a group of things stacked up one on top of the other.
That's right. And you can use it in so many ways. If you're a student, you might have a pile of books on your desk. Or, if you're like me on a busy weekend, you might have a pile of laundry waiting to be folded. It just means an untidy or even tidy collection of items.
I think we all have a pile of laundry somewhere, Harry. Our second word is desire. The story mentions that a sudden desire for the stockings took over her. Now, desire is a strong word. It's a step up from want. It's a deep, burning feeling.
It's a very romantic or even intense word. If you are very hungry and you see a delicious chocolate cake, you don't just want it, you have a desire for it. It's that feeling where your heart and mind really want something specific.
Great explanation. Number 3 is clerk. This is a very common job title. Mrs. Summers speaks to the clerk in the department store. A clerk is someone who helps customers in a shop, sells items, or handles the money at the counter.
And remember, the clerk is usually the person who sees us at our most impulsive moments, right? Whether you're buying a gift or a treat for yourself, the clerk is there to assist you.
Finally, we have the beautiful phrase, lady of wealth. At the end of the story, even though she has spent all her money, Mrs. Summers feels like a lady of wealth. This phrase describes someone who is rich, but in the story, it means she feels like she has status, elegance, and luxury.
I love that contrast. She doesn't have the bank account of a lady of wealth, but for that one afternoon, she had the spirit of one. She felt important, she felt seen, and she felt happy. It shows that sometimes money isn't the only thing that makes us feel rich.
That's such a beautiful way to put it, Harry. It's a reminder to all our listeners at English Natively to treat yourselves kindly, just like Mrs. Summers did.
I couldn't agree more. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Don't forget to try using pile, desire, clerk, and lady of wealth in your sentences this week.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode of English Natively. Take care.